ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਦੇ ਸਿਹਤ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਜੇਸਨ ਕੰਪਿੰਗ ਅਤੇ ਅਲਬਰਟਾ ਦੇ ਚੀਫ ਮੈਡੀਕਲ ਅਫਸਰ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਡੀਨਾ ਹਿੰਸਾ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਐਡਮਿੰਟਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਕਾਨਫਰੰਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ, ਜਿਸ ਦੌਰਾਨ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਿ 5 ਜਨਵਰੀ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੈਕਸੀਨ ਦੀਆਂ ਘੱਟੋ ਘੱਟ 2 ਖੁਰਾਕਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਜੇਕਰ ਕੋਵਿਡ-19 ਪੋਜ਼ੀਟਿਵ ਪਾਏ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ 10 ਦਿਨ ਦੀ ਬਜਾਏ ਸਿਰਫ 5 ਦਿਨ ਲਈ ਸੈਲਫ ਆਈਸੋਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੋਵੇਗੀ।
Well, good morning, everyone. To begin with, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation to the frontline staff in Alberta's healthcare system, including nurses, doctors, and other workers who have continued to care for patients through the holidays. I also want to recognize the collective efforts of Albertans who, once again, are doing their part to reduce the spread of COVID-19 during the holiday season. I know the significant growth in the Omicron variant may make it seem like these efforts are not effective. I want to be clear that they are essential. They're preventing our numbers from being even higher, and they're reducing the impact on our health system when it comes, because it will come. The only question is by how much. But by following the public health measures, holding smaller gatherings, and staying home when you're sick, you continue to help protect our healthcare system and each other, and I thank you. As I've said before, we're taking a balanced approach to public health measures to protect Albertans and prevent our healthcare facilities from being overwhelmed. This includes preparing for what's coming next to Alberta based on what we're seeing in other places. One aspect of these efforts is reducing the duration of isolation requirements for people who are vaccinated. Effective Monday, January the 3rd, people who have previously received at least 2 doses of vaccines and test positive for COVID will be required to isolate for 5 days instead of 10, as long as their symptoms have fully resolved by that time. If symptoms continue past 5 days, then their isolation will need to continue until they are feeling better. For the 5 days following their isolation, these individuals must wear a mask around others at all times when they're outside their home. We feel this is prudent given the evidence that shows that fully immunized people have shorter infectious periods. This change is also in line with the approach Ontario and other provinces are taking, and with the latest guidelines from the CDC in the United States. To be clear, anyone who has symptoms must isolate until those symptoms resolve, vaccinated or not, confirmed to have COVID or not. As well, anyone who is unvaccinated must still isolate for 10 days. If your symptoms last longer than 10 days, you must continue to isolate until your symptoms are gone. We're making these changes to help prevent disruptions in Alberta's workforce, especially for those who deliver the services Albertans count on. We believe this step will help balance the need for continuity in the workforce, the well-being of Albertans, and our need to continue to reduce the spread of the Omicron variant. We're providing an exception for workplaces where disruption of service for 24 hours or more would be harmful to the public and where there is no other way to continue the service except by bringing workers back before their isolation period has ended. In these exceptional circumstances, additional public health measures will be required. For example, returning workers would not be allowed to remove their masks when in the same room as anyone else at any time, even if they're distanced.